Hi, I'm Bobby Rio, and as promised, I'm going to reveal the 4 sneaky conversation topics for creating rapport, attraction, and building sexual tension, and I'm going to give you the exact order to bring them into a conversation. Why is this important? Well, first off, it will prevent you from ever running out of things to say. It'll keep the conversation moving forward in a logical progression towards attraction, rapport, and sexual comfort. And it's also going to separate you from the other guys who are always talking about the same boring stuff. So what are the 4 topics? The first is glorified gossip. The second is early years and childhood memories. Then there's future ambitions and observations about her. So glorified gossip. This is the story of the people you know, the drama of your friend's life, highly charged. These are the things that opinion openers are based on. Think Jerry Springer. And your main purpose here is just to engage her and provide hooks to keep a conversation going. An example of this would just be saying, my friend's been chatting with this girl on the internet. She keeps blowing him off. He doesn't even know anymore if she's real or just some bored housewife, or maybe even if it's a dude playing with them. What's your opinion on this? And you're really just hooking her into a conversation. Then you move to early years and childhood. And what this is something that stands out vividly in your mind from childhood, something you're enthusiastic to talk about. You're also asking questions that'll get her recounting her childhood experience. This is a refreshing change of pace for her from her boring, mundane conversation. And more importantly, it gives you a 3-dimensional element that separates you from the other guys and lets her envision you as a real person and not just some guy hitting on her at a bar. It also fosters that fun playground mentality conducive to flirting. An example would be bringing up the sleepaway camp you went to when you were 10 and some funny stories that happened from there. Then you move into future ambitions, and this is where you establish comfort, you establish rapport, and it's a way for her to connect herself to you by giving her an opportunity to reveal some of her ambitions, and it really gives you a glimpse of her soul, and it creates a really intense connection between the two of you. Then you move to your observations about her. So now that she's revealed a little bit about her, it gives you a chance to give her what you've recognized about her. And we all love observations about us. This gives you a chance to display your social intelligence to see that you're on the same wavelength with her and that you can read her a little bit and you get her. It also opens up room for statements of intent, qualification, and reward. And more importantly, you can easily transition this to talking about sex. An example of this is talking about the sort of vibe she gives off, your initial impression of her, things like that. So the 4 topics slide in action is you begin with glorified gossip. Then you move to root a story with a statement, like maybe saying, hey, that waitress totally reminds me of my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. And then you get her talking about her childhood. You transition this to future ambitions, and now you use this as an opportunity to cold read observations about her. All of these blended together allow you to very quickly move from being a stranger to somebody she feels comfortable with, and more importantly, someone she's starting to feel rapport with that could easily lead to sexuality. So on the next page, what I'm going to go over is I'm going to tell my aha moment that completely changed my conversation skills, and it did this almost overnight. I'm also going to reveal 4 dangerous mistakes that kill your conversations with women and cause her to negatively make up her mind about you almost immediately. And I'm going to reveal my secret strategy for never running out of things to say, facing awkward silences, and you're never going to spend hours talking to a woman without any sexual tension being built. I'm going to reveal a strategy and a technique that allow you to do that. So go to the next page where more secrets are revealed.